Hello, and welcome to this week's Young Church Online. The story we're going to see and hear about is the parable of the two builders, the wise man and the foolish man. We're going to watch a video about the wise man and the foolish man. In Matthew 7, Jesus teaches us that true wisdom comes from trusting in Him and trusting in His word. If we build our lives on the basis of God's truth, then we will be able to persevere when the storms come round about us. If our foundations are built on worldly desires and wisdom, then we fail when we are tested. Jesus is the only worthy foundation. Because of His death and His resurrection, we have our hope to overcome. Even our best efforts to follow Jesus' teaching must be covered and made acceptable by His grace and the righteousness of Christ. So let's watch a video about the two builders. Now that we've watched the video can fall into two parts. The first part of the story is that Jesus tells us about the man who builds his house upon the rock. Think about what the rock is and what it feels like. It's strong and it's sturdy and it's a good place to build a house on. Jesus is like the rock. When we have Jesus in our lives, it's like we're standing on that rock and we're not going to fall. Now, the second part of the story is about the man who built his house upon the sand. Now, what's sand like? It's squishy and it moves when you walk on it. The world is like sand. When we build our lives on whatever we want, but not Jesus, it's like standing on sand. When life is hard, the foundations we stand on gets squishy and we fall down. Without Jesus, we fall down. The foolish man's house fell down, and that is when the storms and the rains came. When Jesus taught this lesson, many people were amazed because they knew that He had the authority of God to teach them. They understood that Jesus was right and they needed to believe in Him and to trust in Him. What about you? Do you want to build your life upon the rock like Jesus, or on the sand? Yes, that's right. We need to build our lives on Jesus and nothing else. When we build our lives on Jesus, we believe in him. If we believe in Jesus, then we will want to know more about him. We can learn more about him by reading our Bibles and coming to church. Wisdom is doing what is right in the sight of God. Having wisdom helps us build our lives on the rock, just like the wise man.
The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock, and the rains came a-tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up, and the house on the rock stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rains came a-tumbling down. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up. The rains came down and the floods came up, and the house on the sand went splat. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ. So build your house on the Lord Jesus Christ, and the blessings will come down. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. The blessings come down as your prayers go up. So build your life on the Lord. Don't be a foolish man. Build your life on the Lord. Hey, don't be a foolish man.